All right, so before we go ahead and start our first data viz, a few more items to cover. First, on the left-hand side, there's both green and blue. What you'll notice there, the blue are called dimensions. These are things that are discrete. They fit in neat buckets. These are qualitative things. Things like organic avocados versus conventional avocados, or supplier ID, which is something just ABC, region, a city name. The green are quantitative. These are continuous. They could be broken down further and further. These are quantifiable variables. So that's just something to cover. In here, this is our main workspace. We're gonna see our output here. Columns and rows, that's where we're gonna dump our data, and our marks card is gonna do things like change colors and size of objects and put labels on and so on. We also have the filters in the pages. Finally, which we'll use more later, is the Show Me button, and this will tell us, based on the fields that we're selecting, what visualizations are available to us. So to get started, let's take that observation date and put it in columns, and that'll put it in there. Right now, there's no data, so it's just dropping in a placeholder. And what we want to first do is, let's say we wanted to see if there's any supply and pricing characteristics that stand out to us. So first, we're going to go ahead and take the volume, and let's drag and drop the total volume into rows. And that gives us our first chart, right? And it's just a line chart by year of the total volume. Now, one thing to mention here, you'll see it's the sum of total volume, and it's fine in this case. But in our next variable, what we want to also add is average price. So let's take our average price and drag it over. And you'll see that created a whole nother chart, and it created it in sum. So we probably don't want to sum all of the average prices. We probably want to do something closer to an average price. And so the way we'll do that is we could, if we set it here, if we click the drop down arrow and we go to measure sum, we could change that to average. This makes a lot more sense. So this is, we're paying $1, 34 for that avocado, or $1.52, and so on. Um, if we don't want to have to do that every single time, we could go over to the field itself, click the drop down, and change the properties so that it sets up for default. So right here, if we click default properties and we go to aggregation and choose average, for now on, every time we take average price and put it on the chart, it'll give us the average price. The second thing is, this is kind of generic. This is a number, this is a currency. So what we could do is we could change that. And if we click on the drop down for average price and we click on default properties again and choose number format, we could change that to currency, and let's choose the custom option. So we could set it to 2 decimal places and click OK. And that looks like a better average price. All right, so while these are sort of fine, they're on different fields or lengths. So what we'd like to do is get them on the same chart. And to do that, we're going to go over to, excuse me, average price, click the drop down and say dual access. And so now you'll see they're plotted one on top of the other. All right, so we could get some observations from here, but not a ton. So this doesn't tell us a whole lot just yet, but let's see if we can make some adjustments. So first, let's go over to average price. And if we click the drop down, we could do what's called a quick table calculation. Let's try percent difference, right? And we'd be looking to see from one to the next, has the price gone up or down? And if we do the same thing, let's try the same thing with total volume and do a quick table calculation. Again, choose percent difference. All right, so still on a yearly level, it still might be hard to see. Let's see if we could break this in a little. So if we click on the year, let's see if we got into monthly. So let's choose, instead of year or quarter, let's go to the month. That looks a little better, right? So we start to see that the average price, as the price is going up, I wonder what's happening here to total volume. So could it be that the but the volume's going up. We have a scarcity, which drives up price. Is it the price that's changing? But the user can make that on its own, but certainly it seems like at least we have a few more things to look at or a few more data points, which you might be able to tell what's driving what. Is it price driving volume or is it volume driving price? But certainly we're starting to see some characteristics in there. So I'll leave you to work on that. But the first thing we want to do is we want to come down and we want to change the name of our sheet. You see here it says sheet one. This is, let's call this a market supply. So if we right click on sheet one and we click rename, we could say market supply. And when we do that, you'll notice the headline is also open. All right, so not bad. That's our first data viz. But we want to keep going. So what we could do is on the bottom here, if we click on new worksheet. All right, so we're starting from scratch again, and we're going to go from here.